This is crazy. People going around using kids as activists. They're using them as props.
The difference between anti-ICE activists and ICE is getting horrifyingly smaller, as after they use secret encrypted chats to train, plan, and attack US forces, they're now recruiting kids to walk out of classes and march on their behalf. In California, what looks to be teenagers are taking the streets. But in New York City, it looks like they're brainwashing their preschoolers.
I mean, these are little kids, bro. Like, you're having little kids telling them this stuff, scaring them like this. This is fucked up, man.
My name is Dr. Canton. I am the director here at the Chloe Day School here in Harlem, New York. As today is a national day of protest, it's too cold outside for us to go outside and protest. Our teachers cannot walk off the job and leave our children unsupervised. So today, we decided in solidarity we will support all those who are out protesting against the violence that we see and the harm that we see happening to our friends.
See, this is one of the reasons why kids are the way they are. It's one of the reasons why college kids are the way they are, is they get brought up and indoctrinated into this stuff from the very beginning. And then guess what? Guess what happens after they get told this constantly? Well, then they believe it. I mean, it's crazy. Think of the children. Yeah, it's grooming. It is. It is grooming. Absolutely.
What do you say? Stop the hating. Right. What do we want to tell people?
Enough is enough. Stop hurting people.
And all the way back to San Francisco, they're doing the same.
Yep.
Choose kindness.
Where it appears they even escorted these kids to march out in the street.
Look at this, bro. They are bringing children out to a protest like this. Oh my God. Like, I feel like this very, very clearly has to be a line. I mean, you're clearly crossing a line by doing this. How is this legal? I don't think I don't know how it is either. How is this not child endangerment? I think
every
it should
single
be.
parent saying this should immediately take their kid out of that school and sue them for endangering them.
Exactly.
As the adult to student ratio looks something like 20-1. Now in a closed classroom setting, that's perfectly fine. But
not
marching
out in the
alongside the street
Yeah.
on behalf of a movement the kids will have absolutely zero impact over is so insanely dangerous and meaningless.
It's
I imagine that
deranged.
school loses its insurance tomorrow.
I
As
hope
best
so.
case, they capture some footage to gain clout for the adults' social media accounts. Worst case,
Yeah, they're using these kids. They're parading them around as a prop. Really, that's what they're doing.
a couple kids wander off in the
deranged
chaos
indeed.
and
Yeah,
get
it is.
run
It's
over.
fucked up.
And over in LA, that's exactly what these students are asking for, sprinting out into the streets to stop ICE. And back
Oh my
east, it's
God.
even worse, as they straight block these icy streets. Now,
So
at
they're
least in
putting the children and making the kids stand in the street?
Georgia, when the kids tried to leave, they were marched right back into class. But in other parts of the state, they're nearly being run over. As homeschooling
Oh my God.
has never looked smarter, but even school choice is equally important. Where in some states, your kid can either be forced into a classroom to receive an education, or be used as a useful pawn for activist adults that are willing
Go
to
stand in the street, Pilly. If you get hit by a car, I'll get so many likes on Twitter.
sacrifice your kid for their amusement.
Oh my
I meant
God.
movement, but then again, both are applicable. As watching the walkout over in Stockton, California, somebody called out the school for doing this while having
0%.
a 0% math proficiency, which
They
is
ain't do
actually
no
not
math.
an exaggeration.
It's literally 0%. And look at the other ones. Reading proficiency is 26. This says science proficiency is 10%. Graduation rate is 38%. Shut down the school. Oh my God.
Just over one
Future batteries. So true.
third of their students graduate. Only 1/4 of them can read, while 0/5 of them can understand those fractions. Meanwhile, the
That is
tax man asks for
terrible.
more money for education, but they're not teaching the kids math or anything really, just how to be an activist. And when only 26% of them know how to read, it makes sense.
26% know how to read. It's a middle school? Bro, like, they got to shut down that school.
It's so easy to get them to
terrible.
blindly run into the streets. Which finally brings me to why I
Has
said,
graduation rate so high with no one passing math? Everybody that went to a working class school knows this. They just pass you anyway.
anti-ICE activists
Yep.
are becoming like ISIS, as I
pass
think
them
they're
anyway.
only
Yes, pass
putting the
them anyway.
kids out front
Yep.
because they want something to happen to them. Even though they deny it, we know these protests are
Yep.
actually riots. Local police are getting increasingly more aggressive with them, which is confirmed to be part of their plan so they
Smart.
can create flashpoint moments to rally about later. They
Yep.
tried to get it with that bunny ears hoax that was quickly debunked,
Yep.
but now all they got is a second idiot that might lose his eye.
LA rioter takes a pepper ball to the
With
eye.
someone
Fucking
claiming
based.
they were pregnant while getting pepper
Oh,
bowled
they're
in the
pregnant.
stomach. And why would you go to a riot while carrying a baby? The same
Exactly, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
reason you would take a class of preschoolers
Uh-huh.
to protest in the streets. You're a terrible person. You belong in prison, and the kids need to be taken away for their safety. But
One more time.
same reason you would take a class of preschoolers to protest in the streets. You're a terrible person. You belong in prison, and the kids need to be taken away for their safety. But
Absolutely. That's what we need to do. See, like, are people ready? Is the American public ready to put all of these women in jail? I don't think that they really are. I don't think they're ready to put these school teachers in jail. I think that we're getting closer to it, but we're farther away than you guys might imagine. Now, I've been ready for it for a long time. Those are other people's kids. That's so insane. I know. And again, you should, like, if it was up to me, I would put all of them in jail for like over 10 years. I would. And I would say, well, that's what happens. That's what you get. And I don't know why people don't do that. Like, I'm so, and maybe JD Vance, if he runs on doing this kind of stuff, then maybe I'll vote for him. But I don't know if they're ready to go in on this. I don't know if they're ready to actually go and push this to the limit that it needs to be at. He's soft. I think that the person that, I mean, maybe he will be a good, like precursor or like a good herald for this person, but I don't think that person is here yet. I don't think so. I don't think that we have somebody who's ready to be harsh enough on this stuff as it should be. And devouring mothers are a blight to society. Well, exactly. But like, what do you like? You need to have somebody. And you need to have somebody who's ready and willing to treat these people like they deserve. Like they deserve. And whenever that person shows up, that's who I'll vote for. And I'm waiting for that. I am.
unfortunately, the left is going
That's gonna
so
be
insane
great.
they'll never call out their comrades on this. As over in Portland, the rioters got blasted with tear gas.
Unpatched Minion Farm? Yep.
And some poor kid got doused with it. And even when the
Man.
story got posted to
Ice
Reddit,
gassed kids? Who the fuck brings their kid to an event like... See, like, my response to this would be take the kid away from the parent, put the parent in jail. Like, you have to... Like, these people want to be victims? Make them earn it.
to over
That's the way I see
3,000 upvotes, the top post
I like
wasn't
that.
"Stop doing this." It
Uh-huh.
was "What to do when you inevitably get
Yep.
gassed." Once again, proving her getting sprayed wasn't an accident,
Sure.
but part of their plan that they're almost hoping to happen again, as human sacrifice has become a core tenet of accomplishing their agenda.
That's
But
exactly it. They want to have these kids get hurt so it will push their agenda. You have to keep in mind that it's in the teacher's best interest to have one of these children be hurt. It's always important to keep that in mind.
Police involvement in their injuries is rare.
The best thing that
bigger
could happen
danger
for
to
their
these
movement is for
student
one of these kids to
protests
get hurt.
Or the other students. Weeks ago, the walkout in Minneapolis
We saw
resulted
this one.
in mass brawls between students. And back in the riots in LA in February, the schools also allowed the students to walk out.
Yep.
Where tragically, a stabbing occurred. As the one kid ended
wow.
up in critical condition. All in an effort to march against Trump's deportation plan. Why wasn't this gaining national media attention? Liberal
I didn't even know about it. This is the first time hearing about this.
district marches the
Never heard
kids
about this.
against Trump only for attempted murder
Would
to
they
get
bring their kids to Gestapo? No, they wouldn't. I think it really reveals a lot. They want to say that ICE are like these paramilitary, militant, militia, Gestapo group. Do you think they'd take their kids to the Gestapo? Absolutely not. I think that, again, their actions reveal their actual opinions.
swept under the
That's
rug.
it.
It didn't stop a single deportation, but oh well, almost 1 year to the day, let the schools try again, except this time with preschoolers. I think every adult
Preschoolers.
involved in allowing this needs to be arrested
Absolutely.
by the feds.
Yep.
It sounds extreme.
No, it's not extreme. That is the appropriate action. It's an extreme response from an extreme action. That's a nutball behavior. Who does
But
this?
what's the alternative? Waiting patiently until a kid does pay the price for these
Yep.
actually evil activist
Not extreme
adults?
enough.
As if they're
Yep.
actually successful in getting their human sacrifice, no matter what the actual circumstances are,
Yep.
the left will ignore all the inconvenient information and
They
just
will.
say, this is Trump's fault.
Yep, that's right. That's the reason why you have to do this stuff with absolutely no reservation. You do it with no reservation, no limitation, no like, oh, well, let's not do it too much. No, you go as far as you possibly can. You make an example out of these people, and then everybody else will see that and they won't do it. And I'll give you an example. You don't see too many people running away or driving away from these Minneapolis ICE guys are. I don't see that anymore. After that woman got shot for trying to drive away, I don't see a single person trying to drive away whenever police are detaining them. That went away. That stopped. Because they don't want to die. That's it. It's a cowardly approach. Well, I want them to be afraid. They should be afraid. Everybody should be afraid to use kids and march them out there like suicide soldiers for your political cause. That's the whole goal.
Well, if
Like,
you appreciate
duh.
my concise,
Of course.
lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality,
That's the point.
subscribe
What'd
to
you
Detour.
think? What'd you think? Like, bro, like, what do you mean? It's cowards, but yeah, exactly. That's the point. And they want their kids to get hurt. That's the goal. Yeah, it is. It is the goal. You don't see a lot of drugs coming in by boat, do we? No, we don't. Where'd all those boats go? What's this? How much of this is follow-up from parenting at home and homework from whatnot? Oh, I have no idea. There's the video. No, I'm glad to see more people that are advocating for, like what would be considered to be Old Testament solutions. I think we need a lot more of this. We definitely do. They're no better than Hamas. Well, they're doing the same thing as Hamas. So yeah, that's it.